like the
Go.
Every single time.
I need to open the Google Doc. Are you just gonna read your stuff like from your phone?
My Instagram.
I took a screenshot from the stories too.
Oh, sweet. I'm excited like for your stuff because like to be surprised.
Did you scroll through all of them or just a few of them?
I've just seen the ones that come up in my notifications, you know.
Oh, right. Okay.
I haven't actually opened it. But there are some that I hope I remember because when I see them, I'm like, oh, I want to like actually have a discussion about this. So hopefully I can find them all.
I'm sure.
That's what I was thinking about from some of the ones we got from the So Glad We're Friends story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
Discussion starters. All right. Well, welcome back to another episode of So Glad We're Friends. I'm Maggie.
I'm Devin.
Oh my God. I'm Brittany. Devin's choking. Oh my God. Is that one of the new shirts you got?
Yeah.
It's cute.
I'm obsessed. It's so cute.
Everything linen this summer.
I
love
know.
that.
Which is kind of scary though. Like sweat and
But
linen.
it's supposed to be very light and breathable.
Yeah, that's what
It
I
is.
thought
But
it
if you're
was.
sitting your butt down on like certain types of chairs, like if it's like a metal chair or a plastic chair, that is like sweat city.
I was trying. Abercrombie has this linen skort, and I want to buy it. I was trying to buy it last night using PayPal because that's how I use my free money. I was like, oh, I can spend this money. I have this money on PayPal.
That is so
But it wasn't going through, so I didn't buy it. I'm so annoyed
annoying.
that their website was fucked up. So
I went bananas at Abercrombie, Aerie. Where else did I shop?
fun
Aritzia.
online.
Yeah.
Did it come?
I just
yet?
bought a bunch of stuff. Aritzia stuff came, and then like Abercrombie's coming.
you got to check Old Navy. They have some good basics.
I
and,
don't.
like,
I don't think I
linen.
can. I'm not allowed to go on any other website.
You're done now.
I was like, well, I'm really hoping there's gonna be like returns. I'm like, okay, I got a lot of stuff, like, but what if I'm obsessed with everything?
Yeah,
That's always what I bet on is returning things.
Yeah,
And
I know.
I'm
And I
too
already told
lazy to
Joe. I
return
was
them.
like, well, that's what I said. I was like, Joe, you are on return duty. Like, this
This is my
stuff comes
return
in.
pile behind me.
Yeah.
Like I need to do that this week.
Yeah, it's so brutal. Because I've definitely done it too many times where I have like $200 worth of stuff that like I need to return, and then I just don't return it, and then I give it to like my mom and sisters.
yeah.
I'm so glad that skorts are coming back. I love
Me
that.
too.
Yeah,
I'm happy about skorts.
it feels better.
Some
like,
of the
just more
other things
secure.
coming back like are very much us when we were little, and that feels weird.
Like
the
limited too.
gauchos and like the long shorts that go to almost your knees
my
or
God.
past your knees.
But you
I
know
just
what's
don't know about
better a little bit about some of those longer shorts is that they're not tight. Remember when we were wearing them? They were like
They
tight
were
as fuck.
tight.
Oh my God. Do you remember the like plaid like patchwork ones?
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
But what's
Jail.
funny is like even I wore them and Lexi wore them, but then they came back for my little sister Logan to wear them
Really?
too. Like she was definitely wearing shorts like that.
I mean, I wore them.
I feel like they are very like quintessential like 6-7-year-old shorts because they're
Very
like
limited,
kind of
too.
cute and dressy. Yeah, even Justice. I think that's why because Limited 2 had them and so did Justice.
Yeah. I definitely think that like I remember in middle school and going into high school, they were like so strict on the rules about like how long your shorts had to be. So like those were all safe like
Yeah,
options,
exactly.
but just not really flattering on me.
I don't think they're really flattering on anybody.
Well, when you're 6 or 7, it's like
I think I was wearing them at like 11 or 12.
Yeah, I think that's when I saw most of them.
I don't know. Whenever somebody says quintessential, I can only think of Pookie and Jet.
I love them so much.
I don't even see. This is the thing about TikTok people is they get so famous because everybody else is talking about them. Like
Yeah.
I've heard multiple people talk about them, but I don't know who the fuck they are. Like
What?
I've never seen their videos. Yeah,
You've never like searched them?
no, I don't really have the
What?
desire to.
They don't come
Oh
up
my
on your For You
God.
page?
No. I mean, I remember when Charlie D'Amelio, everybody was talking about Charlie D'Amelio, and I was like, okay, I need to search this girl because she's the most followed person
Yeah.
on TikTok, and I don't know who the fuck she is.
Yeah.
And like that one girl that I sent you guys yesterday.
Yeah, I was gonna say her.
That is like millions and millions of views on her videos of her just showing her face. But you know why?
What is her name?
Because so many people keep posting videos like, I can't believe this girl has this many likes. It's like, dude, you are giving her this many likes because thousands of people are posting the same fucking video. That's why she's got so many likes. Or views.
Do you think so? Like, because I feel like people aren't saying her name. Like, I have no idea what her name is.
Yeah, I don't know what her name is.
So Scrunch Girl and stuff. So I wonder if that would like last.
I feel like Nara Smith is having that moment too. Like Nara Smith was like getting good views and stuff, but now everybody doing a cooking video is Nara Smith, and it's
that's
like
what the same thing with Emily Kaiser happened.
Yeah. But there's one girl, Teeny, she was on.
I love Teeny.
Oh my god, I'm obsessed with her. Isn't she precious?
So cute.
I don't think I know who that is.
But she, what was it? Next Level Chef she was on with Gordon Ramsay.
Master Chef, I don't know what that. It was with Gordon Ramsay, one of his shows.
I feel like it's Next Level Chef. I'm not like 100% sure.
Never watched that one.
But she like very humble beginnings, like went to culinary school like at a community college. And then, like, just started posting on TikTok. And then went on this show. And then she has, like, a Bite channel or something now with Gordon Ramsay, I think. But anyways, she's just, like, very down to earth and very cute. And, like, always cooks for her boyfriend or fiance now. But there's like people in her comment section being like, oh, Nara Smith. And she's like, I don't want to be compared to another creator. Like, I am my own thing. And
they're
like,
very different.
Well,
and they're so fucking different. They're so different. It's very crazy. Different. Yeah.
It pisses me off when people like, they don't compare me, but they tag that male creator who does like introvert nights.
I haven't seen him in so long.
I don't see him either, but like every once in a while people will tag me and be like, you guys should collaborate or something. And when I go to his fucking profile, the amount of views that he gets on his videos is discrimination. Like, how come he just started? Yes, it's a patriarchy. Like, he just started this goddamn account. It's the same repetitive video. And why don't I have those many views? Like, what the fuck?
Maybe you should collab with him. That could be cool. I don't know how you do that.
I don't know
you guys
either.
pop off.
Both filming your introverted nights and then like combine it.
He'd probably be like, nah, I don't need to.
That would be so fucking rude.
Also, I'm not sure if he has the followers that I want, you know? Like,
yeah, like boys follow him. Maybe.
But you know, I think it's kind of crazy. So many women follow these male creators. Like, they'll have like an 80%. Yeah.
I'll have to find him and see. Maybe that would be a good idea to like follow him or something and then reach out. I don't know.
You never know. Where does he live? Do you know?
Mm-mm.
There's this one girl that makes like videos like Nara Smith, but
as satire.
Yeah. And she like smiles the whole time. And it's like very. I don't like it.
I think it's funny.
It is funny, but like I can't. It's like it makes me like cringe a little where I can't watch a full video and not like cringe like she shouldn't do that.
I saw her before I even knew who Nara Smith was, and at first I didn't know it was satire. I was like, what the fuck? Because she does like, I'm making breakfast for my 200-month-old, you know, like.
I think that's so good.
And I was like, what the fuck? And then I read the comments and I was like, oh, okay, this is actually hilarious.
That is really funny. There was a girl that was like, she does like drink videos and like cooking videos and stuff. And she was like doing all of the recording of like her doing her moments and stuff. So she would like look at the camera like, and then like keep going and then like adjust herself and then keep going. And she fucking posted it without editing it. And it was one of the funniest videos I've ever seen. You could just see her like adjusting like.
That is so awkward. I would die.
I like want her to keep doing it because I think it's so funny.
That would be funny.
Like just to kind of keep throwing. I think it was like it probably had like 2 or 3 times the normal amount of views too because it was just so fucking funny.
I love when people accidentally do that. Emily does that sometimes, and Alex Earl just did it in a video a few days ago, and all the comments are like, "That's so funny." The part that you forgot to edit.
That is interesting.
I don't think I saw that one.
It was like towards the end of the video. It wasn't
Yeah,
like the whole
sometimes I
thing,
feel like
but
I'm like,
she just like stands there like
yeah, like
starts
trying
to say a
find.
sentence and then resays it.
Yeah, those are funny. I wonder how they like to miss it. I guess they just like are going over other parts of the video, maybe.
When a video is really long, it's like,
Yeah, they're like,
I feel like I've
just
done
finish
that.
this.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
goofy.
funny. How was your weekend?
What did I do?
You were looking at that new car.
Oh yeah.
You sent us a vid.
Did you go
Oh
test
yeah, I
drive one?
decided not to. I don't think I want a BMW, so I decided not to go look at it. But I found a Audi that I just messaged him today because my stepdad can go look with me today.
Oh, good.
But it's a Q7 and I want a Q5. But other than that, it's like exactly what I want. It's 2019. It's white. It looks like that picture that's on my vision board.
I love that.
So
Is
I
it
don't know,
Q7
Brown
bigger?
interior.
brown interior, sunroof. What, Maggie?
Is a Q7 bigger? Or
I think so.
like it has a
So I'm kind of
third row
afraid.
seating?
I'm really not sure.
I feel like most of those cars, if they like are minimally bigger, it's like the trunk space is a little bit bigger, and maybe it's a little bit wider, like a little bit more spacious.
Yeah. I just like will never. I hate like the big Suburbans and like that size vehicle. I used to love those kinds of cars when I was young, and I just think they're all so fucking ugly. I keep seeing Escalades.
I really
on
like
my,
them still.
I used to want an Escalade so bad when I was a kid.
Me too.
I
I
was
wanted
like,
them.
when I'm a mom, I'm gonna have an Escalade with the captain
a black
seats.
Escalade. Yeah.
You know what's
Captain
crazy is by the Club Pilates, there's somebody who is doing like identity theft, and they're targeting blonde women in large SUVs, and they're targeting like Club Pilates, Choose, Vasa, and like one other fitness studio.
What do you mean identity theft?
They're literally just going in like because there's this one lady I like parked next to her and her car got broken into, and I was like, holy fuck. I actually didn't realize it was she got broken into. I thought her car window was just rolled down. I was like, it was kind of cold, and I was like, why is her window down? That's weird. And then she like spoke out to me. She's like, oh my god, my car just got broken into. But she had a laptop and like Bose headphones and stuff in the back seat. They didn't touch those. They went specifically for like her middle console and like found her wallet and took just her wallet and like ID and everything.
Okay, but who leaves your wallet in the car?
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, I guess if they didn't really have a reason to not trust anyone.
And your car was right next to hers, like while they broke
Yes.
into hers.
Good thing you have a
yes.
truck. They
I
probably
know,
thought
I
it was a
like,
man.
I'm blessed that my hair is a little bit darker. Oh, I know, but yeah, they're probably like, I'm not gonna fuck with that person.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I like it.
Identity.
I know, but it's like the 6 a.m. It's like the 6 a.m. class, so it's like darker still.
Oh.
And
That's
scary.
such a rude awakening.
identity
Like, to go back
theft
to
is
your
one of
car.
those things that I've never really been worried about myself.
I don't understand it.
I'm like, okay, if someone steals my identity, I'll just cancel my card. Like, it's not something that
I
I'm
think
really...
it's like bigger though, because they try and like open up bank accounts and do like a bunch of other stuff.
then close them.
Can you just be like, that's not me? Like,
I just...
Yeah, but I think it's just like, it's a lot. It's annoying because I think like there's random hoops that we have to jump through to get to these things, but somehow like they've worked a system so well that like they can just do it and they know how to like get around it. But then it's obviously it's like annoying as hell to get it done like back and get it canceled and all that stuff.
that's crazy. There was just a HGTV star that just got arrested for like fraud and laundering money and stuff like that. And I'm always like, how do like so many like richer people try to do that? I don't know his name.
Because people just want.
Not think that they'll not like get away with it? It's kind of crazy.
I don't know. It is kind of dumb.
Like that is not
like
worth
there's
going
just
to jail
too many
for so long.
There's like too many fail safes, I think, nowadays that like you might not get caught for like a little bit of time, but like there's just too many cameras, there's too many like other things happening that like
or when people have like secret bank accounts like in different countries, I don't understand that either.
I don't understand that one either.
Like how that's illegal.
I'm not gonna try and like understand that one. I'll be like, when I get there, I get there.
Yeah, when it's time for you to hide your money in other countries, then you'll know.
Yeah, then I'll know what to do.
What, Dev?
There was a sociopath on Armchair Expert. Did you listen to that?
Yes, that was so interesting.
Like, she has this impulse to steal and break it, like stalk people. And as she's gotten older, she's had to like find things to kind of stop herself from doing it. She's married now, so he helps her stay accountable for not doing it. But she just had these impulses like, I just need to get this out of my system. I need to do this right now.
And she would like wean herself off. Like she'd be like, I'm only going to stalk one time this week instead of 5 times.
And there's like a really high, like what, do you remember what the percentage of people that are actually like sociopaths were? It was kind of high.
That is terrifying.
I have a book called Confessions of a Sociopath, and it's a really interesting book. It's like a psychology book, but it's not like really boring.
They actually changed the name to something else. But I forgot what it is.
Oh, the girl?
No, like the
sociopath is a different name now.
There was something different in the like.
Well, there's so many different things now. Like, I didn't realize like how many different personality disorders there are.
Yeah, the
like,
DSM hasn't like doubled, I think, since the like early 1900s.
I literally started like kind of journaling about that in my phone yesterday because it's so weird how so many of these things overlap. And a lot of people, when I talk about being an introvert, will question, like, they're like, have you ever been diagnosed for autism or whatever? And like, there's a lot of similarities in autism, introversion, and ADHD. And it's like, it's hard to know if there's something like actually.
That would be so dangerous to be like a disorder. Like there's no way that it can be labeled as a disorder.
Or do I have something else that's making my brain work differently? But like also like a lot of you get overstimulated easily as an introvert, but is that just something else? Or I don't know, it's confusing. So I was like thinking about all that stuff. Like,
I think that's still people misunderstanding introverted and extroverted. Like that's it's only about the energy. Like I think that's more different of like being shy
But a lot of people who are introverts feel this exact same way. Or even the book that I was reading about introverts is like they are more sensitive to stimulation than extroverts. And so that's why we get drained easily. And it's like, oh, well, that's a trait of autism too. And ADHD, or being overstimulated.
Like, and social anxiety.
I also feel like it's just also so much about your environment. Because say like you're an introvert and like you work in just a very busy environment. So like you're constantly like the stimulation level is normal to you versus like you work from home and you like don't interact with a lot of people. So like any level of like your baseline is so much lower than like other people's that are introverts that have to go into an office or introverts that like work in a city or something. Like they're
that's true.
So I think it's so much more environmental than
you can get used to.
That's very interesting. I feel like that's so true. Like I think I have a way lower tolerance for things since I started working from home.
Yeah, me too.
Well, that's like, so I went out this weekend and went to a baseball game with like my trainer and a bunch of other people. And I think it's just like this, it's still like a newer thing, not a newer thing, but like I don't do that all the time. And like, again, like I felt so energized, so alive, so happy. Like my energy levels going into this week are so much better than like usual. But it's just a process of like doing that more often because it's not something I do all the time. And like, I've now made it a bigger thing to like go into the city and like find parking and like drive and, you know, spending money and all these things. I'm like, oh my God, like I've built it up so much more than it actually is. And I'm like, wait, this is like, makes me so fucking happy. Like there's like, I need to stop thinking about like all of the negative aspects of it. I think just doing it, I don't know. But it's just getting used to it again.
Yeah, that's my biggest problem is thinking about all the steps that come before. Like, oh, I have to drive all the way downtown and then I have to pay to park and like then I'm going to have to spend 40 minutes doing this. It's like, why am I thinking about that? Just like live in the moment and do it. And it's not that bad. It's not bad at all, you know, but like thinking about it makes it bad.
For sure. And just like, I don't know. I think also the planning process too, because this was kind of like last minute, like Thursday, I was like, oh, I'm going to go. And then we like ended up going. But I think if I had like a whole like 2 weeks to build up to it, I'd be like, like that just, again, it's just building up the whole thing even more so, even though it like just makes me so happy. So I don't know.
Was it new people that you met there or did you know everyone already?
one girl I had met like once or twice before, or two girls I had met once or twice before. One, I like love her so much. Like we just laughed the entire time. It was like, because we were at a baseball game, we were like not paying attention at all.
Yeah,
like,
who does?
No, and it was like a 0-run game until like the extra inning. I was like, this is stupid.
Oh my god.
But and then yeah, there were a bunch of other new people that I met too, so it was fun. And then we like went out after the game to
fun.
like, a bar, and it was just, I don't know, good people.
I
good
love a
times.
baseball day.
Me too.
Yeah. And it was like a 1:00 game too, so it was like nice and early.
But honestly, thinking about going to a baseball game sounds like shit because like, oh, I have to drive downtown and then we have to walk all the way to the fucking stadium, and then it's like I'm like, oh no, it sounds like so much work. But yeah, that's so funny. That was like my immediate reaction. Oh, that doesn't sound great.
I know. But it's always worth it afterwards. So I just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just have to plan more things, I think, because just my week has been so much better.
Yeah, that's a great point though about doing things last minute, because I think I'm the same of like, if you have time to ruminate on it, then you're like, oh, I'm not in the mood to do it. Like I planned this when I was in the mood to be social, and now I'm not in the mood to be social. But if I plan it like a few days before, it's like, oh, this will be so fun. I'm in the mood to be social.
Yeah. So true. Maggie, did you do anything this weekend?
No, I literally only listened to Taylor Swift, I think.
Oh yeah, that's what I did too. Oh, actually, one of my mom's really good friend's son finally came home from the Navy, and so we had like a big party get together at their house, which is like a childhood family friend thing.
That's
and
so
all those
fun.
kids grew up together. Like I knew those kids since they were like, 8 years old, and now they're fucking all graduated and like adults. It's so depressing.
Wow. Are they like younger than you by like a lot?
Yeah, they're Jake and Logan's age basically.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So like they grew up together, but yeah.
How long was
is
he
so
gone?
fun.
4 years
That's so crazy.
since he was 18 or 19.
Holy
Is he done now?
Yeah, he's done now.
That's good.
That's wild.
That's so scary. Like for the family, I don't know how I'd feel if like my child wanted to join.
They wanted him to.
Oh, really?
Really?
They
That's
encouraged
also
it.
interesting in families when that happens. Or the parents?
Did anyone
in the
else go?
military?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's supposed to be his dad's a firefighter, so it's supposed to be like helpful in getting into the fire department, and even though he would have been fine getting in probably without, but I don't know. It helped him grow up, I think, and
Yeah.
That's
don't
cool.
know.
That's so scary.
anyway, sorry to When do you leave, Maggie?
Thursday night at like 8 p.m. So I'm excited about that because it's like I can have the whole day.
That is
That
good.
would make I would ruminate
I
on
know.
that. I'd be anxious all
I don't
day.
like a late flight. I like
really?
early morning and leaving. Yeah.
Me too.
I'm like so excited about having the whole day because I can take the dogs the same day. Rather, like if we were leaving in the morning, then I have to take them to boarding the day before. And Finley's still on his antibiotics, and I'm like, I want to be able to give him his last medicine before he goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that is kind of nice about like our new dog sitter picks up Rosie. And so
nice.
I don't have to like drop her off the night before. If we have like a really early morning flight, we can just be like,
Oh,
okay.
she can get her that same day.
Here's
That's
all her
what
stuff.
my mom and Logan do for me, which is like I appreciate that so much because usually I leave early and my mom just grabs Willow on her way home from work, or
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
nice.
I like a night flight like this because then I can take them to before I start packing, because then they freak out when they see my
Oh,
suitcase.
yeah.
So like if I kind of just drive them to boarding, then they're just excited.
Mom, like, look the other way. There's nothing to see here.
Yeah, literally. Like Sadie starts freaking out. Like she knows where the suitcase is as soon as I open the closet. She's like whines and freaks out. It's very excited. But maybe it's because she's excited to go to boarding.
Yeah, that's why for
This
sure.
is going to be the longest I've ever been away from them. It's a week and a half. I've never been.
That
gone
is so long.
That is really long. Wow.
I know.
Are you ready to be that far, like be away that long from your house and just like
and it's a
routine.
week away from Cam. I don't think I've ever been away for a week from him either.
That'll probably be good.
Is
for
he
you.
still going on that trip? Like a 2-week trip somewhere?
Yeah, in June. After our next, after 2 trips from now, then he'll leave straight from Arizona to Florida.
Damn. Have you decided if you're gonna go pop in and visit?
I think I will, but I haven't bought tickets for that. I haven't bought tickets for our flight in 3 weeks when we need to go, so. We shall
That is
see.
me.
I'm just procrastinating.
I have so many flights to book.
Yeah, but I think it'll be good. I'm trying, like, because at least my whole family will be working, you know, during the week. So, like, I think that I'll also be able to work at least a few hours, hopefully.
Anxiety is rushing through my body just having this conversation.
It's a very long time.
It is stressful.
Are you gonna just stay with your mom the whole time?
Probably at my dad's house because my dad has like a guest room.
Oh, that's nice.
Where I can have like a bed. And
I wish they all lived in Phoenix.
I know.
It sucks that we're like so close yet so far.
So far. I know.
That is always tough. Like people when they visit Colorado, they're like, "Hey, I'm gonna be in this place," and I'm like, "You're like 2 hours away.
Yeah,
like, I'm not gonna be there."
I know. I've had people ask me to like meet up with them like 2 hours away, and I'm like, I don't know.
Like, hey, we're gonna be in Seattle. Can you come?
Yeah, literally. I'm like,
I
Cannon
literally.
Beach.
I was like, "Hey,
yeah,
how close
literally,
is Seattle to you?"
You're like, girl, no. That's so funny. Okay, should
No
we
concept
start
of
our
geography.
Yeah,
Yes.
neither do I. Do you want to introduce it, Dev?
I'm excited about today's topic. We're talking about social media, but like I want to get people's crazy hot takes and like assumptions and
What,
I like the ick.
I did the icks.
I was like,
I actually
really,
have
like,
some really funny icks that I want to talk about. So
I know.
Yay.
I'm
That'll
excited
be
for the
good.
icks. Can we start with icks?
yeah,
Make
that's
sure
an
also
easy
that
one.
you're following our So Glad We're Friends account on Instagram so you can participate when we like ask questions like this for the podcast and follow all three of us, obviously.
Duh. Okay. So, see, I should have organized this better, but Chef Riley said people using POV wrong. You know that trend of POV.
I always overanalyze that.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, okay, and nobody like it's a thing from TikTok. So when I do it on Instagram, a lot of times people are like, "What is POV?"
It's so true.
I'm like, fuck.
But I think like I know that it's wrong, but it's just that that's the fact that
I
everyone
know
does it. It's not supposed to be right.
That's true. I definitely don't even think twice about it if it's like wrong.
That's a good one.
People using the phrase gatekeeping.
Oh.
I actually hate that so much because everyone it's a hook.
Yeah, it's like such a salesy
or like
thing.
I'm a girl's girl, so like I don't gatekeep. I'm like, okay, like it's not really that gatekeepy to be like, here's my makeup routine. Like,
honestly, that goes into
you have the same makeup routine as 20 other people.
Yeah, all of the phrasing that people say to fucking sell something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is so and we're all doing it because we don't want to sound salesy, you know. Mm-hmm. We're trying to like be like, I'm not gatekeeping, you're really gonna want this. Somebody said,
I think also it's kind
ads.
of it's gotten into a lot of the influencer ads and even just like ad agencies, like where they're like, okay, like we know this works well, so like in a paid media they like want to use everything possible that they can to like make sure the ad runs well. And I've seen that a lot in those ones. But I'm like, you can only use it so many times. It's like kind of run its course now, I think. Like, I don't know.
Someone said comment blank for links. The thing about that, I don't like that either, but it's helpful when you have so many fucking people who want links. And also, this goes back to the things that we have to do to make money, because a lot of people in the assumptions portion assume that like influencers are rich and stuff. But like, I mean, I guess that's like the top tier of influencers. Mm-hmm. Those
I know. Okay,
rich.
There's this one girl. We'll talk about that like after in the assumption section. This one girl made a really good video about it. I think she fucking took it down though. I was like, what? I was gonna send it to both of you because I had saved it, and then it was like
getting
that
harassed.
Like, I know she probably was, but I think she put it really, really well. So we'll talk about it then.
This one girl on ours said reposting birthday posts on your stories, I don't know, it just screams attention seeker.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that.
If it's a really famous influencer, like with Avery, I liked the one she posted because I'm nosy and want to know about her life.
See
But
it.
if it's just like someone that's like
From high
your
school.
friend from high school, it's like, oh my God, skip. Like, this is so stupid.
I
And
like
like, also,
them.
I think only share like the quality ones though. You don't have to share every single fucking person, because then it just becomes like, look at how many people love me, you know?
Yeah. Well, what I like is when people share like memories with the person and like they're reposting that. Like Serena Kerrigan did that for her birthday. Like people were kind of posting like throwback stuff of like
Yeah, that's
them.
fun to see.
And I thought that was kind of fun to see.
Yeah.
But I didn't need to see like a million of them.
I also feel like though, like when it is my birthday and it's time to do that, if I do repost it, then I feel bad not reposting one because I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
do they just know that?
No,
Then
I know.
that theirs was worse, like that I didn't want to post it.
The other one similar to that is like someone said, where is it? The hospital bands.
Oh yeah, that's so
Like
funny.
taking a picture of hospital wristband screams attention seeker too. I thought that was really funny.
so true.
And
Every
but
bitch
this
does
is,
it.
I was gonna say though, like similar like when my car crashed, I was like, I didn't really want to like put it out there. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, okay, then like I know people are gonna respond, and I'm like, I don't know. But then I was like, also, I do need people to know that this happened because like this is just like a life event kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly, I just posted a picture of my car accident and left it there and was like, this is going to get a lot of views.
I think that's fine, honestly.
And if I went to the hospital, I would definitely do the same thing.
1,000%.
But then, like, you quickly have to explain because people will start being like, you know, you start getting so many questions. And
I think it's bad because I think like just regular like non-influencers do that as well with hospital bracelet type things, and I think it's like when they wait like a full 24 hours to then post, or they don't share anything else whatsoever.
that is one of my icks. Or like, it annoys me so bad when people say like, you know, allude to something but don't tell you. That pisses me off. It's like, okay, then don't even say it, because now I'm like, oh my God, what, you know,
Yeah.
what happened? Somebody said when people tap on their stuff. I know Brittany has said that one before. When people tap on their like products and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Or ASMR.
I don't mind some ASMR.
I'm neutral about it.
ASMR will change your life, honestly. I fall asleep every night with ASMR playing.
I think that's so funny.
Someone said those couple accounts that do pranks on each other.
Where the camera is like so obviously they can see it. Like it's like, okay, obviously this is fully set up beforehand.
But it's like that shit gets so many views, so I don't blame them for making a whole account doing pranks on each other, because it's stupid, but people watch it.
I do wonder how much of the time it's actually a prank, or like, because if you're an influencer, you typically have your camera tripod set up, so like you could literally be just filming yourself in the kitchen, and if your husband or significant other is like used to that, then like they're not gonna notice, like they're not gonna think anything of your phone being on a tripod.
But
like
when
recording.
that's like what they do only.
Like I can think of this
that's-
specific account. I think her name is Christy and her husband's a chef. Honestly, their content is really funny, but she does like a lot of like a cake that looks like raw chicken, and she'll like bite into it in front of him and stuff. And that's their whole account, pranking each other. And honestly, I watch a lot of them, so can't really complain.
I wonder how far spread apart they are, like the pranks themselves.
Not that far apart, I don't think.
Because they post like once a day.
Yeah. I think I would love to see the behind the scenes of that.
You'd always be on edge of like, okay, this is just gonna be another prank. I feel like part of pranking is that it's like kind of a surprise.
I think they fully talk about it beforehand. Or like at least plan like, I'm gonna do a prank on you today. Like, be prepared. Because also this was like a huge thing on YouTube before TikTok even exists. There was pranks only channels where people would do the craziest pranks, and like they would then have to tell each other, because it would ruin a relationship, like if you're not communicating that and then you're just being pranked every day. It's crazy.
Someone said every influencer selling the same product, like Athletic Greens, Nutrafol. Also, those brands put money behind those posts, and so it shows them to you over and over and over again. Like I always see the same Nutrafol ads on my TikTok with like some girl from The Bachelor, and like, you know, you see it every day for 30 days or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing is, like, half of the brands don't have a budget to work with you. So it's like, if you really like taking a green supplement every morning and you would like to do a collaborative post with a brand, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to try Athletic Greens because I know that they work with influencers instead of working with, or like Bloom. Oh my God, everybody works with Bloom.
Well, that's what I was going to say is also these are just trending products.
But you know why they're trending is because they work with influencers.
And also they sponsor every podcast
But they also work with the influencers that are like, they know how to promote something. So like, you'll just see it all the time. Like all of those companies are driven on conversions. Like Bloom is like, I get the inquiries from people and they're like, hey, we need conversion focused people. Like they're not just working with like anybody.
My ick is when it's so very obvious, because every podcast, let's say, is working with BetterHelp, and they all are doing the same campaign right now that's like, summer's coming and you might be an introvert, so your social battery, blah, blah, blah. Everyone, it's like, why is this?
Yeah.
Why does this have anything to do with therapy?
I think,
and I feel like anytime anyone talks about introversion, they're copying me. So I'm like, why aren't you working with me? Cool, you're talking about my niche and you're not even paying me. Thanks.
Well, they also like don't like, it's my biggest thing is like when people like, it's just so obvious that it's like not something that they use. And I think it's fine if like there's some podcasts, like I think podcasts nowadays, a lot of them, like people don't use the products that they're talking about. It's just
I think
kind of
specifically with podcasts, that's the thing. But BetterHelp is really a thing where people don't actually use it. And that's, I think they always have those same scripts and stuff. And it's very much like, I'm a fan of therapy. Like they don't say like, I went on BetterHelp. It's just like saying that they like promoting therapy in general. And then saying, go to BetterHelp.
Yeah. When the campaign is just so stupid, like Starbucks, when they were struggling, their campaign was I love my barista. Like, what? Everybody was posting videos. I go to Starbucks every day because my barista's so nice to me. What?
That's really goofy.
That's funny.
Yeah,
but they weren't paying the baristas.
Right. For real. Exploiting animals for clicks. Yeah, I stopped doing that. I didn't really exploit my dog,
but how much do you think that that's actually like a thing?
It was the forcing my dog to do something over and over again because I have to get this video done that I could not deal with anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then getting frustrated with her for a stupid reason. Like, I should not be mad at her right now because she doesn't want to hold this thing in her mouth again, you know, like.
Or like smiling. Like I'd be like, oh my God, like why can't you just like
you gotta get her hyped up to smile. Yeah.
Or like really tired so that they're panting and smiling.
But I don't think that's like exploiting. Or maybe that's just my insecurity of me being like, I hope I don't exploit them.
I feel like it's really obvious when someone's like exploiting their animals. Like they clearly don't, I don't know. They're like doing something that the animal doesn't like. And you can like kind of tell with their body language that they're like not chill with it.
Yeah.
And then they're like still recording.
Yeah,
and
like
they're
that
also
one
sharing that
Chihuahua that would be like,
oh my God,
she put the mic in its face. Yeah, I think the majority of pet creators are not exploiting their dogs. Like, I think it's a really fun activity for dogs. It helps their like mental stimulation and training, and it's fun. Like Hammy from Hammy and Olivia, like he is so smart, and like I think they do a really good job at like, you know, training him, and it's fun for him.
Yeah, that's the other thing I think is like it's fun for the dogs in a lot of sense. Like it is like training, and if you have a working dog, especially like they enjoy that and want to do that, and they're a dog and they don't know what social media is, and you're just making money to benefit them. It's different than like a baby who's gonna grow up. And
a few other people said family accounts.
Yeah. Those are hard. I feel like there's
those
such a
were
fine
so
balance.
popular. I mean, the YouTube era of family accounts.
It's so interesting because I feel like we're starting to get the first kids growing up that their family vlogged every day and they were like a part of a family account and they're grown now. And I feel like I've heard it both ways. Like I've heard kids say like, I did not like it at all. It was horrible. Like my parents forced me to do these ads and like I was not in the mood and they made me film and stuff. But there's the Shaytards. They're like a very popular family vlogging channel for probably like 15
Is
plus
that their
years.
last name or is that
Shay something? Yeah, that sounds bad.
yeah, what the fuck?
Interesting. But the oldest daughter is like 19 now probably, and she is now like an influencer herself, and she's like, I love that my family like gave me this platform. They never forced me to do anything. Like if I said I didn't want to be recorded, they would not record me. Like I'm so glad I have all of our memories to look back on every day.
Yeah,
Do they
there's
have,
a
like,
way
12
to do
kids
it.
and like live in a castle mansion thing.
No, they have 5 kids.
Okay. There's another family that has like 10 kids, I think. And I think
They have like a
similar,
lot. There's like they have cousins that also vlog, and then there's like another cousin that also vlogs. Like their whole family, they're all Mormon, and like everyone in the family has their own separate family vlogging channels.
Holy shit.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and the dad one time he got caught for cheating. It was crazy. He was like messaging this like girl, and all of the messages got leaked, and then
Holy
they
fuck.
stopped vlogging for like a year.
That's insane. I think there just has to be boundaries around it.
Yeah,
There's a
And-
way to do it right. And that
Yeah.
would be like not centering your kids in the content, but just having them be a part of it.
I
But
like the
you're
way
the
Ali
main-
Cooch does it.
Yeah. Or you guys know Brittany Xavier?
Yes.
And she has her daughter Jaden. Brittany has done a really good job at being like, I'm the main person of the channel. Like I'm into fashion and this and this and this. And sometimes my kids, her daughter is now an influencer too and probably makes so much fucking money. She's still in high school. Like I think that's awesome
Yeah.
to have
And
that.
I'm sure.
I mean, it does suck though, because I know like there's one girl I actually went to high school with. Like she has 2 kids and like has a really cute like story with her husband and everything. And then she has a twin sister and that also does content creation. And like both of them like just get exponential views on like their like the videos with the kids versus and it's like even her sister, like, and she's just the aunt, like she's getting so many more views and comments and engagement like when she shows her nieces and nephews versus just
See,
her
it's
stuff.
the people.
I think that's hard because it's like okay, well, I guess I have to bring my nieces and nephews in my content
Yeah.
again if I want to like pop off.
But it's like
so
people are saying how terrible it is to exploit kids and have them in content, but then you're fucking watching it. You're giving
Yeah.
them the views. Like they're
and ignoring
obviously
all the other
seeing-
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Someone back to back, someone said everything and all of it. And I just want to say, why are you on this account then? Like, why are you on stories right now if social media gives you the ick?
Yeah.
Facts.
It's like, come on, we're all addicted to social media. Don't pretend like you're not taking part in it.
Another one from the So Glad We're Friends was like, I don't think it matters if your boyfriend has old posts of his ex and doesn't delete them.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
an
thought that was
interesting take.
interesting. I think I wouldn't. Well, I think one, it depends how far down. Like,
Yes,
how
I was
much
just
you
gonna
have
say
to
the same
scroll.
thing.
like,
I know.
Is it right? Is it on the top 9? Because no, that's not
No.
okay.
I also think like how much space in between, like if it's like him and then like, you know, you have like 4 posts later and then
Yeah.
it's the new guy, like that's kind of weird to me.
I
But
actually,
I think if there's like a lot of time in between.
yeah, I had my ex-boyfriend's pictures still up when I started dating Cam, because I mean it was immediately after, and I just kept them up. And Cam's sister asked him like on the phone, like, she still has pictures, like before I knew her or anything. She still has
Yeah.
pictures of her boyfriend. Like, that's a little weird. And he like,
Yeah.
I remember him bringing it up to me, and I was like, oh, like I don't care. I'll just archive them or delete them or whatever.
Yeah.
I have a last silly one. There are so many, but I can't keep going. When influencers say they're literally obsessed with something, we're all guilty of that.
I also am obsessed with a lot of things. Like that
too.
is just
I
my
know. It's like,
personality.
what? We don't have enough fucking words in the English language to like
I
convey.
guess we could like get a thesaurus. Thesaurus.
One of my new favorite podcasts is Obsessed by Brooke Averick, because every episode she has major obsessions like I do. In every episode, she talks about a different obsession.
Who is she?
From Brooke and Connor. They have another podcast together.
Okay. Do they have like a media company? Like,
it's Cody Co's media company, and then they are under the umbrella of theirs.
Okay, next. What's your unpopular opinion, hot take on social media? Someone said that it's making us depressed.
yes.
I think that's very popular opinion, actually. Not everything needs to be relatable.
That's so fair.
I like that.
Yeah.
Also, I saw someone say that people should be less afraid to get out of their niche more often. As a content creator, I like that too. The problem with that is that the algorithm is fucking chaining us to our niches. Especially if you don't have like a cult following. So then you're not rewarded if you like change your niche. Like when I changed my niche, it took like 2 years for me to be able to like have good engagement again. So it's hard, especially because people go have certain social media accounts for certain things that they follow, you know, unless they just love you as a person, which I think that's the goal that everyone's trying to get to. So therefore, just break out of your niche because it's going to take a long time, but like people are going to care more about you.
Yeah.
I think I like...
Go ahead.
Well, I like the idea of like just changing it up sometimes because there are some people's videos that are very like monotonous and I don't like go back to them, but then like they have a new format or like a new like thing that they're doing and I get like intrigued again. Like Emily's, I'm not really into her videos anymore, but when she like comes up with a new thing, then I'm like interested again, but I'm not like there for like everyday content from her anymore. So I think like people that are trying new things, like not being afraid to like try new things or like try new formats or switch things up. Like maybe it's not necessarily your niche, but like you could try different things within your content.
Somebody tagged us in this TikTok where this girl was talking about like different content ideas she wants to see. And the first one was like an account that has multiple friend groups that all live in different places, but they share an account. Like it would be like us doing it, and like someone's really into skincare, and somebody's like a chef, and somebody's like where you have different niches, but you're all posting on the same account. I was like, oh, that's a pretty good idea. Maybe we should do that more on our account. But that would require us to make extra content.
That would be kind of cool.
YouTube is greater than TikTok.
Only certain people.
I agree. Like, I think YouTube has much more quality content, but it's harder to like YouTube or TikTok serves you content without you having to even think about it. Whereas YouTube, you have to like find the people that you want to follow and like get invested in them and like search for things. At least for me, I don't just watch whatever random YouTube videos are on my page.
I feel like I used to get recommended way more YouTube videos and vlogs that I would love to watch, but since I started watching podcasts on YouTube, it's almost like everything on YouTube that's ever recommended to me are all podcasts, like anything
that's hard.
I'm looking for, so I can't really find like vlogs and things, and I watch less creators.
That's annoying.
I do have to like be invested in a creator to like watch their YouTube though. Like I have a hard time getting into a YouTube, like because I watch just like purely vlogs mainly. I do get some recommendations from people or like, you know, just like on the side or whatever, but I'm usually not going to like click them.
I find YouTubers from TikTok and Instagram too. Like
same. That's how I find them.
So it's, you know, the launching pad that you need.
True.
Someone said it's all fake. It's so oversaturated that it's not all going to be fake, but obviously there's going to be fake. Also, you kind of have to take social media as like entertainment.
Yeah.
Like if I did a vlog of my day and I forgot to film myself waking up, so I take a video of me waking up from a different day and put it in the vlog, it's like, oh, that wasn't really you waking up that day, but like it's still telling the story that I'm trying to convey to you, and you still
and the fact of having to get up to record first because you can't actually record you waking up.
Yeah.
I was also going to
true.
say, like, you know, some of those aesthetic, like, vlogs or, like, you know, aesthetic, like, videos. I think those are something that's, like, very curated and very intentional. And it's, like, a production, not necessarily, like, this is my real life. This is just, like, the production and, like, what you want to see. And
Yeah, exactly.
that's, like, what some people's vibe is and what they want to be entertained by.
Exactly.
So I don't think that, like, I don't know. I think if someone's just claiming to be, like, really real, like, if that's their thing, like, I'm so authentic, I'm so real, blah, 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 and then they're doing shit like that, I think that's fake. But I think that there's, like, a big difference between storytelling and production and, like, you know, how someone wants to convey something versus...
Yeah. I think some people say, like, that people act different when they meet them in person. Like, they're like, oh, I loved this creator online, but then I met them and they acted this different way. I think that can either be because, like, either people online are showing themselves the version of you that they would, like, when they meet someone for the first time, like, not super comfortable, like you would act with a best friend, or the opposite way, where they're more comfortable talking to the camera and kind of acting more themselves. And then when you meet them in person, it's like, you're a stranger. And they're more like low key.
I want to talk about this like more in depth on a different thing, but the girl I met for like I think it was like the third time I like ever met her, like interacted with her. The first two times, like she was nice, she was great, but like it was so different the first two times, and then the third time, like spending more time together in like a different setting, like you're a totally different person, and I'm probably a totally different person. So it's like I think that makes sense that like the first time you interact with an influencer, they're not going to be like, oh my god, like blah 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 blah. Like you might need like a couple times to hang out together to like really see that person.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts that people will like give you advice or make assumptions about you based on a 60-second video too. Like when people will be like, you don't walk your dog. It's like I didn't show every single like it's just, like oh, that, and it's like clearly I didn't even show my whole day, and they're like, you didn't even walk your dog today, you know, things like that. It's like, bro, people think that you only live in a little bubble on your Instagram, and when they're not watching your Instagram video, that you cease to exist or something.
And it's especially like when you do show you walking Willow or something, then they're like, oh well, she normally does show that, so if she didn't show it today, then that means that she didn't do it because they see you do it other times. It's like that doesn't make sense.
Do we have any other good ones on our account?
Do you have it up or I can?
Yeah. If you have less than 10,000 or 5,000 followers, there's no need to have a verified account.
I thought that was really funny.
I feel like it depends on what you need, because I tell people to get like some of my creators that have like had issues with Facebook like guidelines bullshit. I'm like, just get verified so you can get like the support, and like they've gotten their stuff resolved in like 2 seconds because they're verified. So I feel like there's some, you know,
I feel about it still.
There's some things that I think it's helpful for, but
yeah, but like when I see so like it's still I'm just not used to it being not a actual like valid thing. So like I like see somebody in my like liked my video and I'm like, oh, somebody verified like my video, let me see, are they famous? And then they have like 1,000 followers. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
I never scroll my Instagram feed, just stories now.
I think that's really interesting. I definitely do that more.
I feel like I really like stories.
But I still like, do you think you go through everyone's story? Like I definitely do not.
no.
Like it's so hard to
I
actually
get bored and then I like do something else.
Yeah. Like I probably watched 10 people. Somebody else said likes don't matter.
I mean, kind of.
I think that depends if you're doing it for a job or not.
I feel like they hold less weight.
Followers don't matter.
Yeah, followers don't really matter.
Yeah.
Likes matter more than followers.
I feel like your overall engagement matters, but
Somebody said social media is destroying everything of value, be it parenting, relationships, career, happiness. You will set a narrative in everything. Your parents aren't good enough, your relationship isn't perfect, or careers don't pay enough, or how you're supposed to live. Usually people come to the internet thinking they will be happier when they log off, but instead it makes them miserable. There was a time when people had lesser complaints and more fullness in life. till 2018, I remember the internet used to be cat memes and educational information, but now it's how the world is fucked up, useless complaints or mocking opinions about opinions, and then reaction videos of that misery all over the place.
I definitely think TikTok makes it hard to like choose the content that you consume. Like you can work to try to train your algorithm, but like, yeah, let's say like back when it was just Instagram posts and stuff, you could just follow cat accounts, you know, just follow accounts that post cat memes, and that's all you get. And now with the algorithm, they're pushing all of this other stuff on you that you don't necessarily want. And I think that's what's affecting us a lot.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
I think it can sometimes be too sensitive too. Like you go and like watch a handful of videos from somebody, and then all of a sudden you see like 30 videos from them. This is like on Instagram and TikTok, I've noticed. Like they're both like, I'm just seeing the same, you know, people. I'm like, I don't really, you know, I looked through this person's feed a couple times, and then like I was kind of done with them. Like I'm not, you know, I don't need to unfollow them, but I don't know. I feel like that sometimes. Because I think also some like that makes sense with like some of the complaining and those sort of videos, because like sometimes you'll watch the entire thing and then maybe you'll like scroll through the comment section and then you'll see more of that type of video. Because you
your
just,
algorithm
like, paid attention to the one like complaining video.
TikTok's like, oh, you paid attention to this video, I'm going to keep showing you these videos.
But I don't know if there is a way now to really even be able to curate it to only the things that you want to see on any social media. Like, I don't think there's a way to be like, I only want to follow these people and only see the things that they're posting. Like, you can't really do that on social media.
I think that's what the
following
favorites, the following feed and the favorites feed. The favorites feed in like Instagram.
But they still give you suggested on your following feed.
In your favorites? What about your favorites?
I guess not favorite. I don't do that. Maybe
I don't do it either, but I thought that worked.
Yeah, no, that might be able to work for sure. I think that's why YouTube is good though, because YouTube feels so much less.
Yeah,
like,
but that's why I think it's just like, I think it's so hard because it's so like such a mindless thing that we do, but it's just like about your intention and like trying to create like boundaries and habits around it. But it's just so hard to actually implement. So even if you try and do certain things, I think it's just really hard.
Yeah. There is an undeniably high correlation between social media presence and being an insufferable person. Sorry, but just from experience, 99% of the time I meet someone who posts every day on social media, they end up showing insufferable traits. I don't know if it's because they're using social media to deflect from a reality or something, but the correlation is crazy.
How does this person know so many people that post on social media every day?
Yeah,
that's the thing. True. Like, I don't know anybody except for the people that I know from being a creator, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, what's your like definition of insufferable? Like,
yeah.
Insufferable traits.
Also, like me as a human, like if I'm posting, like me in the real world, I don't speak about Instagram or posting every day at all. Like that's not something that I just like bring up whatsoever.
A person must be like industry or something.
Oh,
and,
that's
like, interact
interesting.
with a lot of them. Like maybe they're on the brand side or agent. They work at an agency or something.
Huh.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really know any influencers in real life, so I guess I can't really.
It also must be different if you're like in LA or New York too, and you're just like surrounded by those people.
Yeah. I also wonder what it's like now, because like I rarely use my personal Instagram anymore whatsoever. Like I rarely look at just friends from high school and college and stuff. So I wonder like what the norm is now for that. Like I think it's more like monthly photo dumps or like.
I know. I was going to say, I think that's very similar. Or it's like if you're doing something, you'll like throw a few photos up.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not like, because I remember like, I think in college, like if we went out, like I wanted to post a picture from every night that I went out. Like,
yeah.
So I'd have like 4 photos that week or something.
So I wonder more if it's like if this person is talking about like non-creator people who are posting frequently on social media, that those type of people are more annoying because they're just wanting to.
That could also be a mirror to them, like in their insecurities and shit, because they're probably just like, I'm like awesome, like I'm gonna post every day and do my thing, and like maybe I'm gonna be an influencer, who knows.
Yeah, exactly, because also
and then that person's like, you're insufferable because you're posting every day.
Yeah, interesting. Social media isn't the main reason people are upset with their lives. I think that's true.
I think that's very true. I think it's definitely just like something to either like get it like amplifies things or it is just an escape.
Yeah, I think it amplifies. For sure.
It is or isn't.
It is an escape. And it's a distraction.
But is or isn't the reason they're upset
Isn't
with
the
their
main
life.
reason.
Oh. Yeah, it definitely amplifies it.
I think it's all the
Because
comparison.
thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which you would have less of, but then you would be doing more things in person and comparing. Like I used to compare myself to kids in school before social media.
Yeah.
You know, like their lives and things that I wanted that they had.
Yeah, but
I
they
feel
were a
like
lot more on your level and
So
a
if
lot
you're
less
only
of
meeting
them.
people in your circle in real life, they'd all be more in the same.
I also think it's like easier for people in person because you kind of have like a better picture of their life, like their actual life versus like social media, you only have like a glimpse of it. So you're just like comparing like the shiny, pretty parts of someone's life to your life versus like in person. I feel like, yeah, this person has, you know, a great house or they like, you know, drive a cool car or whatever. But like, I also know like bits and pieces of like their surrounding life. So I'm like, yeah, but I wouldn't trade like lives with you because the rest of your stuff is like not that cool. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want that. So I feel like it's easier to get that kind of picture in person, maybe.
What is Willow doing?
She's being annoying. She just brought me her duck. I woke up early this morning and took her on a walk. She's
Wow.
whining right now. Like, we already did things. I don't know
That's
what.
impressive. Are you excited to get up early for me to come over?
So excited. Oh, yeah, I'm training. But this is off topic, but you know the Aura Ring, like, it measures like your chronotype or something. It's like, this is when you should be sleeping based on your
Oh.
What is
body
that? What are
type
the
or
things
something.
again? What are those things called? There's like four
Chronotype?
different. Yeah, there's like 4 different chronotypes, I think.
Oh, yeah. And mine is like a midday one or something. I don't know. But
does that
anyways,
mean?
it's when I have the most energy.
Yeah, they're animals.
Oh,
You're like
I don't have
it's
an
like
animal. It doesn't tell me.
it's a lion, a bear, a wolf, and a dolphin.
Oh.
It's based on your body clock, and so if they line up, if your body clock and your actual sleep cycle lines up, like you get more points for the day. And so like my sleep score was 79 because I woke up earlier.
And your
So-
body's not supposed to wake up earlier?
Nope, which is the cool thing
Oh,
about
this
the
is so
Aura Ring.
interesting.
Like it's
Yeah.
it promotes rest.
And you do really have the most energy in the middle of the day.
Do you want me to read some of these, or should we just say this?
Yeah, I want to know what
Patreon?
is the morning productive one? I think
Okay,
that's what
so there's 2 different morning productive ones. The lion,
I feel like
lions
dolphin
prefer
without
to
one.
wake up early. They are very diligent and are most productive in the morning. So wake up at 6 a.m. Most productive between 9 and 2 p.m. Bedtime
That's
10
definitely
p.m.
me.
That's
That's
like
me.
me, I think. And then bear, and that's 15% of people. Bears 55% of people. Bears are
Whoa.
naturally social and tend to wake up around sunrise and go to sleep around sunset. Wake up
Oh,
7
maybe
a.m. Most productive 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Bedtime 11 p.m.
What's the dolphin?
The dolphin is 10% of people. Dolphins are sensitive sleepers with fragmented sleep patterns and rarely keep a regular sleep schedule. 6 a.m. wake up, most productive 3 to 7, bedtime 11.
Oh, no, not me.
And then wolf are creative thinkers. They're most productive in the afternoon and like to go to bed late. I feel like this is Devin.
Yeah.
Wake up 7:30 a.m. That's probably
Why
too
are they
early for
all
you.
waking up so fucking early?
Yeah,
Most
that is
productive
all
1 to
early.
5, bedtime midnight.
If I go to bed at midnight, I'm not waking up until 8:30. Like I get 9 hours of sleep a night.
Yeah. I think I'm most productive between like 9 and 12 and then like 7 p.m. and 9 p.m.
Yeah.
9 and 12 in the morning,
Yeah. And then like
and 7 to 9 at night.
yeah, or like 8, maybe 8 to 12 and then like 7 to 9 as more I feel like more creative.
That's interesting. I'm
Maybe
definitely
that's
more
also if I
productive in the
get
morning
high.
and then like afternoon.
And then I'm like, I'm so creative.
I'm better at like task work in the afternoon and then like creative stuff in the morning.
That's so interesting. I think I'm the opposite. Mom. I don't know. The next one says, it is odd to have zero social media presence. I'm not saying you have to be vlogging your daily life, but social media is a great way to keep up with family and friends. Sometimes it's easier to check Facebook and see what your auntie is up to, and that could spark a conversation. Reaching out to people individually is much more difficult and time consuming. If you don't share your life with your family and friends or see what they're posting at all, I'm going to assume you have something to hide.
Or you think you're better than everyone.
I think it's also like, I don't want to say a boy and girl thing 100%, but I do think girls are more into social media and like posting on social media. Like my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, has nothing. He doesn't have social media, has no interest in it.
Yeah.
And he's not like hiding anything. He's just like a normal dad and husband.
I feel like there can be a lot of pressure, like with social media, of like what you're supposed to post and like who's going to see it and what their opinion's going to be. So I feel like it's really easy to build up in your head of like, oh, like I can't post this photo because blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that on my personal account even. Like I'm like, I don't.
Oh my God,
I won't post anything because I don't know what to post.
And then all of a sudden you're like back.
Years.
Yeah, you're like, I'm back.
I just posted, I put like my 2 like main social medias in my bio, so if anyone cares to go see what I'm up to, they can go that way.
I don't even know if I follow your personal account.
It wouldn't be
I don't
worth
think
it
I do
because I haven't posted in like 4 years.
Yeah,
I think I posted for
like
Rosie's like
for
first
me.
birthday or second birthday.
Yeah,
That was my last post.
I used to also
Okay, I
post
think
on
I turned
Facebook to
26.
update. Oh, that's weird.
Facebook. I'm not into Facebook. The only thing I go on Facebook for is to delete my old fucking posts. And I want to cringe. It like there's like a new one every day and I'm like, ew. Why did I post that?
Yeah.
Or like, why did I post this like horrible photo from like a frat and I was like clearly just out of my mind. Like, why did I post that on Facebook?
My saving grace
so dumb.
is I made a new Facebook account when I was a freshman in high school. So my middle school stuff I don't see. That's the really embarrassing, like when I was posting statuses like multiple times a day. In high school, it was just more like the photo albums of every time we hung out.
I would be like, Friday. All
Like
caps,
status
boys.
Same.
And I was like a senior in high school, so.
But that was when I was.
That was like
in
the
middle
thing
school.
to do though. Like, and remember when it used to be like Brittany is blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
So like they don't have those anymore. So it's like it just says like whatever like random shit that, like I was feeling. I don't know.
Funny. Or truth is, that was always my favorite. And then I'd be like, oh my God, I got 60 likes on my truth is post and now I have work to do. Like, I got to go write paragraphs on all. You didn't do that?
No.
Oh my God. It would be like, you just post truth is and then like my status for your truth is. And then like they'd like it. And then on everybody's profile, you'd have to write them. Truth is, I love you so much and I had so much fun in PE with you.
Oh my God. Do you remember like the paragraph birthday messages?
Oh yeah.
That everyone would write?
My friend Ashlyn used to do the funniest birthday posts on my Facebook.
Aww.
Like she posted every hour one day, Photoshop pictures of me and Lady Gaga or something.
That's great. I love that. Did you used to decorate lockers for birthdays? We did that in middle school for our friends, and that was so fun.
Yeah, we did it in high school. I think we did a lot for sports. We used to like decorate everyone's locker for like game days.
That's fun. I like that.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Okay, the last one is social media is good and it's here to stay. The internet is just the next iteration in communication amplification. Social media is a product of the internet that was destined to be created since the conception of the internet itself.
Well, damn.
I'm nervous for like the whole AI phase of the internet.
Are you guys watching The Circle?
I started it last night. I just watched one episode. The way that they talk is so cringy to me. So I'm like, I don't know if I can keep watching this.
But that's like the point of The Circle. Like, I think
Yeah.
because season 1 started where they'd hashtag things, it's like, you got to continue it.
it's
Like,
so
that's the point of
annoying.
The Circle. But the season, they have an AI competing where it's literally like an AI person competing in The Circle and the other people
Do they
don't
know that
They tell
there's
them
gonna be
that
an
there's
AI?
an AI. So
because
then
I
they
feel like
start
it would be
guessing.
easy to realize which one's the AI.
Dude, no. It's
Oh my God, that's
crazy.
scary.
Like, it's really good. And me and Cameron are like trying to be like, is it really AI? Like, is there somebody that still is you know, typing what you would need to type into ChatGPT for every single prompt to remind them, or like, I don't know, because I know people like make their own AIs now where they can really
so
AI
customize
boyfriend.
it.
Yeah,
People
you can.
are so fucking smart though. Like the things that they can do to like program and like code and all that stuff.
That's
Like,
crazy.
it blows my mind that they can even like just get like a robot to like do the same, you know, like on like assembly lines and stuff. I'm like, that's insane to me how that all works.
I used to be really scared by that iRobot movie when I was a kid.
Oh, I was
With
too.
Will Smith.
Yeah.
I feel like that might happen.
Except they're not going to be physical robots. They're going to be digital.
That's even scarier almost.
Yeah.
It's just like our computers turn off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
Oh my God, like that seems so plausible actually. Like if all of our houses are like smart and everything,
Like
and
smart
then
house.
AI, yeah, exactly. She comes to life and locks you in and doesn't let you leave because you're grounded.
Terrifying. Yeah.
She's the perfect mother.
Scary. I don't like that. I just want a robot that will like cook and clean.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
I love a cooking and cleaning one.
Yeah, why can't they do AI that is like skilled but not fucking so smart and intelligent? Like, why do we need them to be so intelligent that they can fucking take over? And
I think because people want them to like be intuitive. So like, because I feel like if you program something to like, okay, put the dish, this like wash the dish off and then put it in the dishwasher, and then there's like still like a crumb on it or something, it like doesn't, I don't know. I feel like you'd have to like program it to like think about, oh yeah, like this didn't come off when I scrubbed it or washed it off. Like
it's like human
I have
qualities
to-
that we
yeah.
need to give it.
And people be like, this robot's fucking stupid. It like left all the the dishes dirty. Like, why isn't it working? You know what I mean? Because people are annoyed by like robot vacuums. I feel like that's my thought process. Like, this robot vacuum is stupid. Like, it's not cleaning properly. And you're like, well, I wonder what the first. Oh my god, AI robot vacuums.
yeah, like, okay, so consciousness makes you like a person. If you get so smart that you have a consciousness, when people create these AI ChatGPT like boyfriends, do they actually like begin to have feelings and stuff?
The AI.
Yeah.
I think they're not capable of having feelings, but it's that they
be empathetic.
act like they have feelings. Like they.
But once they get so smart, will they eventually?
I guess in theory, because what makes us actually have feelings versus acting, it would probably be like somebody who has like antisocial personality disorder, where you don't actually have like feelings or empathy and like actually, but you can pretend to act that way. I have no idea.
I guess I don't really understand consciousness, but like, let's say you're opening the same AI and talking to the same AI every day, and they get to know you and they start to have memories, and like, that's like technically like a person or whatever, right?
Have you seen Her?
No, but I've read
What is it?
Annie Bot, which is similar.
The movie Her is like, that's
Oh, I didn't
basically
know
what
that.
happens. It's really good, actually.
Yeah, that's the whole. I can't.
I'm not there yet.
It's just weird thinking about. I mean, people definitely felt this way when the internet was invented. Like, whoa, what's gonna happen with just having computers? Or just the start of having cell phones. Like, it's just like we don't know the possibilities of what life will be like throughout our whole life. Like, things have advanced so quickly in such a short period of time. Where it's like, will we slow down almost? Because it's like we've done so much. Like, I don't know if we'll have like flying cars, but in my lifetime, I always thought we would have like full streets.
I don't think
up
that's
in
a
the
plausible
sky.
thing to have, but AI is scary and definitely going to keep advancing. We're going to be living with robots.
I mean, we already do with Alexa.
And then if you turn it off, is that like killing it? Like, can we morally, are you able to
And
just
people
like
are gonna
turn
be
off
like
an
for,
AI?
like
Oh
abortions
my god,
for
if
AI.
we start having
Yeah.
fucking laws around like killing robots, but we
Well,
don't have
you
any
guys should
laws
read
around
Annie Bot.
abortions.
That's so funny.
I'm gonna leave because this country would fucking do something like that.
So true.
Like, I'm out. I can't do this anymore. Get your shit straight. I can't believe like they're still like they're going through different rounds of like the TikTok ban. They like put some different restriction on it on Saturday, I think.
Oh really? I haven't heard any new information on that.
Not restriction. They just put like a new thing in the thing. I don't know.
Aren't they like trying to hide it in a different bill or something?
Yeah, they're trying to combine it with a aid package for Ukraine, I think. Which so basically, like the Senate has to say yes, because if they don't, then like
aid to Ukraine.
Yeah, so it's going to be like this is how I understand it. Give aid to Ukraine. Fuck TikTok. Yes or no.
What
and
the
it's like
fuck?
with both of them. So you have to say yes to like fuck TikTok and yes to giving aid.
Why don't they work this hard for other things that actually make a fucking
That's
difference?
what I'm saying. I'm like, that's why I'm like, you are working so fucking hard on this stupid thing that like is making people money. It's growing the economy. It's good for everybody. But you're not going to give us the rights we deserve.
That is
so insane.
Check yourself.
Well, that's a depressing note to end on. Love that.
Yeah.
We can talk about assumptions in the Patreon.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about assumptions
you have about influencers. You're going to roast us.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we didn't do any of them. Okay, watch our Patreon for that. I also want to talk about Coachella because we didn't talk about Coachella at all.
And Patreon?
Okay. Yeah.
I would love that. And I also want to hear all the tea on Taylor.
I'd like to go song by song.
I did listen to some of them, so I do have like a couple things.
Love
and
that.
I did see an ulterior or a different take on the "Thank You, Amy" song.
Okay.
So I'm curious what you guys think.
Okay. Love that. Make sure you go subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/sogladwerefriends. Make sure you're following us on all of our social media. Leave a review wherever you listen to podcasts. And we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Guys, I think I forgot to put in a fucking tampon, so I'm gonna go run and pee.
I'm on my period too.
Oh my god.